Welcome to the Windows channel, and this is the Tech News Update. We are Tuesday, October 25th, 2016. And today in our Tech News, we have Nvidia that is rushing out a hotfix. If you have the latest driver of Nvidia graphics adapter, you might have problems with crashes in the Windows 10 Start menu. And this is not a Windows 10 issue, it's a Nvidia problem. So Nvidia rushed out a hotfix for this, so check it out. You must have an update to your graphics adapter driver if you have such problems. Twitter is laying off 300 more people from its staff, and of course this follows some layoffs that happened also last year and early this year. Now the problem here is that Twitter is for sale, but it seems that nobody wants to buy it. Even though some companies like Microsoft and Google and Facebook all have kind of an interest in Twitter, they all deem that it's way too expensive. And Twitter, even though very popular, is actually losing money and never really has been able to make money. So a lot of companies are saying, well, too expensive. We're not going to buy it now. So we'll see what happens with this. But one of the things that a lot of people say is that the company that would buy Twitter will need to lay off much more staff than now in order to make Twitter profitable. So maybe that's one of the reasons why we have 300 layoffs this week at Twitter. Well, if you have a Mac or if you have a iPad, an iPhone, or an iPod Touch, there's a update now available. If you have the iPhone or the iPad, you have iOS 10.1 that is now available. Fixes many issues that people have been reporting. If you have a Mac computer, macOS is now updated to 10.12.1. And if you have a new Apple TV, you also have tvOS that is updated to 10.0.1. So check it out. These are updates that fix all sorts of little bugs and problems that people have been reporting in the past few weeks for their devices. Well, the Microsoft cybersecurity intelligence report came out. And it is very interesting because it reports threats depending on the country. And they say that around the world, threats are different depending on where you are, and that is very, very interesting. What do we get as this report was sent out is, for example, France, Italy have high encounter rates for browser modifiers. Russia has significantly higher rate of Trojans and worms. Worms were most popular in Brazil. Adware, meanwhile, had the highest encounter rates in Brazil, France, Italy, and viruses were more popular in China. So they have, of course, released a complete table of content of, depending on where you are in the world. It is very, very interesting, and it shows that, for example, here in Canada, I was looking at Canada. What's the most popular in Canada basically is all sorts of injections through the different browser extensions and so on. And there's also a lot of browser modifiers in Canada. So this is for here. We also, if we look at the United States, we see that software problems, software that actually, sends all sorts of crapware is very, very popular in the United States. In the UK, if we look, we have the highest rate in the UK of, once again, all sorts of browser injections of all sorts. So it seems that browsing the web is probably one of the highest risks for a lot of people. And of course, browser modifiers. Pretty interesting report. If you want to check it out, just Google the Microsoft cyber security intelligence report, and you'll see all of the report. It is available online and comes from Microsoft Security Centers. In other news, we have tomorrow Microsoft event. Don't forget, if you want to watch this live, it starts at 10 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That's East Coast. That's 1400 hours UTC. It is live on the web. What will they announce tomorrow? We know that they will talk about Windows 10. We know that they will talk about Surface. And we might have actually a new device, which is a Surface desktop. So that is going to be interesting to see what they announce tomorrow. And of course, I'll be posting a roundup of what they announced and what's new tomorrow also. Interesting, Intel's 3D X-Point memory that promises to have amazing performance. We talked about it a few months ago, and it is delayed. But not only is it delayed, it seems that the company does not even seem eager to get it out. And that baffles some experts, saying, well, why is Intel not really doing anything about it? So we knew that it was supposed to come out by the end of the year, and now nothing is sure anymore. And Intel does not respond when you ask, well, what's happening with this new technology? Is there a problem that you see that finally won't make it to the market for now? So it's kind of interesting and rather weird that a company actually holds on a technology and doesn't even seem to want to release it right now. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens here and why is this delay happening. And finally, yesterday we were talking about the dirty cow Linux flaw that is a major flaw that affects a lot of versions of Linux. It seems that every version of Android is also possible to attack with using this flaw. And there was a security researcher that actually modified the code slightly and showed how you can gain root access to Android devices quite easily using this flaw that is on every Android version. For those that wonder why, well, Android is a base of Linux. So basically, the flaws that affect Linux often affect Android also. So of course, that is a little scary, and let's hope that as soon as possible we will get updates that will fix this flaw on our devices. So this was the Tech News Update for Tuesday, October 25th, 2016. Hey, today is our live show day at 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. We answer your questions. What's new today? We will have a live chat room in the YouTube channel where you can interact. And of course, I'll be answering the questions that we have. We also have our Learn the Tech show today, where we will actually talk about the different technologies that change the world. I think that's pretty interesting, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun in our live shows today. If you enjoy our videos, please subscribe to our channel. You'll be informed when new videos are online. Give us thumbs up. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, let us know. And hopefully, you will continue watching and following us on this channel.